Okay, we're going to call number 20 meeting. This is meeting number 20, Village Board of Trustees, Village of Depew, January 22nd, 2024. Sorry, we're a little bit late. I think we're at, what,
7:05.
7:05. And we'll have the pledge by Trustee Kraft.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Standing for a second. As we gather here today, we pray that we're ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community. Let us continue to strive to make a better world. We are thankful for this day that you have given us, for its blessings, its opportunities, and of course its challenges. May we appreciate and use each day as it comes to us. We pray for strength and guidance for each day as it comes, for each day's duties, for each day's problems. May we be challenged to give our best always, and may we be assured of your presence with us. Amen.
Amen.
Whoa. Notification of fire exits by Trustee Hamernick.
The emergency exit is located to my left and to the rear of the room. In the event of an alarm or emergency, please move in an orderly fashion to the exit and evacuate the building.
Roll call.
Trustee Hamernick.
Here.
Trustee Zimba.
Here.
Trustee Kraft.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Here.
And Mayor Peterson.
Here. First item, approve the village board meeting minutes from our last meeting, January 8th, 2024.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption to approve the village board meeting minutes from January 8th, 2024.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We'll go through the agenda items, and if anybody has any questions, or maybe somebody online, who knows. So first up is accept the resignation of a part-time recreation clerk, Marie Fleck. She's been with the village for more than a dozen years, I think.
I don't know for
Yeah,
sure.
it's been a while. I know she's been with us for a while. But some things have come up and she's unable to continue to work there. We have a second resolution is to modify 2023-2024 budget. Administrator Grankowski, do you have something on that?
That was just some insurance recoveries that we received from a accident that one of our police vehicles was in, and then just to offset the cost of some additional overtime we've had for our police department.
All right, thank you. Next item is the bond resolution. And this is for Phase 6,
Phase 8.
Phase 8,
Phase 8.
Phase 8 of our 10-phase DEC consent order. This is $2.231 million. I know that we've received a WIA grant of $550,000, I believe, towards that.
Not towards this phase.
Not this one?
No,
Okay.
that was Phase 7.
Do we get for this?
The application for this has not opened up yet for this phase. It is opening in the beginning of February, so we're actually ahead of the game by doing, because they need all of this resolution and everything first. So,
This is one we need a supermajority on, correct?
correct.
Okay. So Liz will be looking for assembly members' help in the WIA and the whipping categories. Try and cover about half of that. Okay, who gets to read this tonight?
I believe Trustee Hamernick, but
Oh, yeah?
we don't need to read all 4 pages.
We
One
need-
half of the front page.
Okay. All right, and that's about it for tonight. We have some department head reports, and so if anybody has any questions on those 3 resolutions, Bob Brandon's here too. How you doing, Bob?
Hey, Bob.
And step to the podium and ask away. There'll be a general comment and question area a little later on tonight. Asking a second time, asking a third. Okay. Let's move right along. Accept the resignation of part-time recreation.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, the resignation of part-time recreation clerk Marie Fleck, effective January 10th, 2024, is accepted.
I second the motion.
Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammernick.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution number 2, modify the 2023-2024 budget.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, the Administrator is hereby authorized to modify the 2023-2024 budget in the following manner. 1. Revenues 10.4.2680 insurance recoveries in the amount of $37,184.00. Expenditures 10.5.3120.298 for police cars, $37,184.00. Item 2, expenditures 10.5.3120.298 police cars, $67,694.00. 3, expenditures 10.5.3120.107 call in for overtime, $67,694.00.
I second the motion.
A roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammernick.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution 3, approve the bond resolution for Phase
Honorable
8.
Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. A bond resolution dated January 22nd, 2024, of the Village Board of Trustees of the Village of Depew, Erie County, New York, the village authorizing a sewer system capital improvements project, Phase 8, in response to New York State Department of Environmental Conservation Order on consent number R9-201-401-28-1 at an estimated maximum cost of $2,231,000 and authorizing the issuance of serial bonds in an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $2,231,000. Pursuant to the local finance law, to finance such purpose, such amount to be offset by any federal, state, county, and or local funds received, and delegating the power to issue bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the sale of such bonds to the village treasurer.
I second
Where-
the motion.
Whereas the Village of Depew, Erie County, New York, the village has entered into consent agreement with the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, DEC, to remediate issues related to the discharge of sewer system overflow. And whereas such DEC agreement requires that the village undertake sewer system monitoring, repair, remediation, and reconstruction in order to avoid civil fines and penalties. And whereas the Village Board of Trustees of the village desires to undertake a capital improvements project, Phase 8, for the reconstruction of and construction of improvements to the village sewer system. And whereas the village intends to apply for grant funds from the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammernick.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Okay, we've received no employment applications during the last 2 weeks. And then we have our department head reports for October 2023, January 2024 for the building department. Trustee Zimmer.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that we accept the department head reports for October 2023, January 2024, building.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. There's no unfinished or other business tonight. And public concerns and comments. Okay, anybody have any public concerns and comments? We'll just give a couple seconds if something comes up. Okay. All right, so we'll go to our guests tonight. Bob, did you want to come up, or? Okay, not a problem. And Elizabeth Brinkworth from Assembly Member Monica Wallace's office.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you, as always, for allowing me a couple minutes of your time. Assemblymember Wallace is in Albany once again to commence this legislative session. Committee hearing she had last week was Consumer Affairs and Protection, Governmental Operations, and Transportation. This week she has Judiciary. This week it's also the start of budget hearings. With the governor releasing her executive proposal, the Assembly then takes to the stage their numerous budget hearings that last a few hours, just to gauge what local district needs are, as well as statewide and regional needs. This week we're going to have health, which is tomorrow at 10. Then Wednesday is going to be transportation at 10 o'clock and public protection at 10 a.m. So we'll be staying tuned to see what local agencies are looking for in terms of, funding on the state level, statewide grants, so on and so forth. The constituent survey is up and live on our website. That is accessible at assembly.state.ny.us/member Monica Wallace. If easier, you can just Google Monica Wallace and her government webpage will pull up. So we're looking for feedback on a variety of issues. There's also an opportunity to type in if there's something you do not see on our survey. We have about 13 questions on there, so we definitely encourage anyone, if there's something you're passionate about or would like to see in the state budget or state policy or a certain bill passed, feel free to use that forum as a way to communicate to our office. We're moving various bills. A lot of reintroductions have happened. One of the bills being Assembly Bill 1474, which relates to academic credit for veterans with regards to credit for SUNY and CUNY colleges. These credits would be in particular for coursework that veterans had to take for service, as well as military training. It's currently in higher education. And with that, if constituents have any issues, Easy Pass, unemployment, SNAP, HEAP, feel free to give our office a call, or if they have questions on the legislative process or what is in the budget, feel free to reach out. The Assembly is currently working on their one House proposal as a counter to the Executive Chamber's proposal. So with that, thank you so much for your time.
I'll put you on the spot a little bit because you sent me an email, and Deputy Mayor Adolph would be the one. Want to talk about just a little bit about the eclipse?
Oh, yes.
Because
Yes.
you
Yes.
have a contact there or something.
I do, yes. So essentially, I'm not sure how much you want me to get into, but the Buffalo Museum of Science has been doing their due diligence and reaching out to partners in government, just kind of going over what to expect in April. And it seems like the 143rd district, specifically Depew, is going to be kind of like the main hub of the eclipse, which if those who follow it are very excited about it, you can view the eclipse for additional 10 to 15 seconds. I guess it's a 3-minute ordeal. So I talked with the mayor, just giving him a heads up. The county is taking certain measures just in terms of transportation, partnering with local police departments, just to kind of understand as to how many people are coming. I did not realize how big of a deal it was till I met this wonderful woman. And she was just essentially telling me it was as if a Taylor Swift concert got let out, a Bills game, and a Sabres game all into one area. So I understand everywhere from Niagara Falls, and it kind of goes this way across the state and dips. So Erie County is going to be seeing a lot of folks in April, which is exciting in terms of tourism, but anything we can do to help. There's definitely a ton of initiatives coming out on the county-wide level in terms of preparing people and making sure people have the tools to view the solar eclipse safely, because you cannot just stare up into the sky and look at it. You have to have special glasses. My understanding is that local public libraries, the ones in Cheektowaga and Lancaster, will have, and it goes through all branches too, are going to have like free pairs of glasses that are certified for the solar eclipse. I'm not sure when they're releasing them yet, because they don't want to do it too early just so people don't lose them, because they only have so many. And each household, I believe, is getting 2 free pairs.
Each household?
Yep.
Like mailed to us, or?
You stop into your public library and pick them
that's
up.
the library, okay.
Yep. And then I guess the Cheektowaga Senior Center might be getting some.
Yeah,
So,
is there any way through your contact that we might be able to get some as a municipality?
yeah, if you want, you can reach out to her directly, or if you need me to, I can. And like if there was like, for example, the Depew Senior Center, if you wanted like 100 set aside for seniors who wanted to view the event, that kind of a thing. Or if you just wanted to have some here at the Village Hall, I don't see why the county couldn't drop off some.
Yeah.
And then as you guys needed more. But they have like a great distribution system going.
Okay.
They haven't told me yet when they're releasing it.
Gotcha.
Because we're waiting for the media's material, which is going to have like detailed information, so we can definitely share that with you guys.
Please, yes.
Because the concern is like if we started just giving them the glasses now, things happen.
Yep.
We're all guilty of it, me especially. Papers go missing and whatnot, so.
Audrey, did you have something from the chamber too?
Yes, the chamber, we're doing a chicken barbecue.
Okay.
We're doing Karuba's Chicken Barbecue that day. That it'll benefit DCAT.
Oh, good.
To charity.
Great.
And we're having all kinds of tent for children,
Yeah.
with activities for the kids to do.
Where's all that?
It's going to be right downtown,
Where?
right,
In
the
Lancaster?
parking lot. Yeah, either that or down in the park.
Like West Main area
They went
off of there?
down in the park.
Cayuga, the one that's like
The new
redone?
one by the creek. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, down in the park. And they're going to have a bandstand, and hopefully we're going to have music.
Oh, nice.
And I'm trying to think what else. We're going to have what we're working on is a booklet. In this booklet, it's going to be coupons. It's not set in stone yet, but the coupons would be for all the businesses, the merchants. You have a whole week or whatever that you can buy and get discounts or something like that. That would automatically give you then 2 pairs of glasses. And also, it would be a coupon towards your dinner. So say the book cost $40 to sell. It would have your chicken dinner coupon in there, which would be $15. We're thinking about letting the organizations, nonprofit organizations, kids, we would give them the books to sell. They're $40, and all they would give us back is $30. They would keep the $10 for their organization as a profit of selling them. But that's still all in the works.
No, that's
Oh.
great.
All right.
Definitely keep us posted, and
Thanks, Liz.
yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go through our staff here today. We'll start with building department there, Don.
Obviously, the biggest thing going on right now is snow removal. If people could try to get their corner intersections and their sidewalks cleared and try to keep it clear, we'd appreciate that. A lot of kids will be walking back to school again this week. Any snowplow drivers out there that want to plow in the village, they have to file for a permit or a license in the building department. It's only $25 a vehicle, so it's not that bad. You get ticketed though, it's a couple $100, so might as well, if you're going to do it, you might as well register.
Okay. Across the way there, Ken. DPW.
Just to add on that, keep your garbage cans off the street, keep them on the roads. Other than that, we've been plowing and salting and keeping busy.
Doing a very good job. I just want to say thank you.
Excellent work, your
Excellent.
guys, as always, tremendous job. Rec as well, and fire, police. Excuse me. Um, Lost track of what I wanted to say. Thanks. I'll think of it. Kevin from Recreation.
Last weekend, we had a very large hockey tournament called the Cup at the rink. AAA teams came in from all over the place. It went well. Last game went off at 6:15, ended at 7:30, and everybody got out before the band came in pretty hard, so it was pretty good success. Open skate and learn to skate is going very well as well, too. That's all I have.
Okay. Fire Chief Brian Museley.
Yes, year-to-date, the fire department has 16 calls for the January 2024. From Saturday, January 13th to Monday, January 15th, the fire department was on standby for continuous 38 hours, where we had all three of our fire station staff due to the weather. Thankfully, we only had 2 calls during that time, but we had a plan in place if we needed it. Then we also went back on standby on Wednesday, the 17th as well for 4 hours due to lack of visibility in the morning. So it's a total of 42 hours standby for the fire department with a total of 42 firefighters during that period of time. So it's been pretty busy. Along with, we went out twice to do cleaning of fire hydrants. We do ask that if you're in your neighborhood, if you got a hydrant in front of your house or your business, please try to help us out. Also, please try to help your neighbors out. There's people that are unable to shovel their doorways out and their walkways and so on. That'll assist us and EMS also if we have to get into their residence to help them work to your place of business. And obviously, time is always of the essence with that kind of stuff when we have an emergency. Today, we did have a mutual aid structure fire that we responded to, Chiefs and Ladder 5, with the Village of Lancaster over on 11 Robert Drive, which is off of Como Park Boulevard. Was for a structure fire of an apartment complex. Displaced quite a few residents and damaged about 12 apartments inside the building. Thankfully, we were able to make some rescues. I'm proud to say that our crew from Ladder 5 did they did save 2 adults, 2 cats, and a pit bull that was on they were on a 2nd-story balcony and were unable to get down the hallway because of the heavy smoke. We did remove them down a ground ladder into safety. So I'm very proud of them. And we did have 1 injury, unfortunately. One of our firefighters had a hand injury, went to the hospital, is doing okay. So just keep them in your thoughts and prayers, but nothing life-threatening. So that's it, sir.
Okay. Other side, we have Captain Tim Norick from our police department.
I don't have much, just we have 4 new recruits that started at the police academy. And 3 of them will be graduating in June, and the other one has 2 weeks. He's gonna be done in 2 weeks, and he'll be on his field training.
Sam, legal?
I don't have much of anything. It was a very busy day, just lots of people calling me to talk about other departments who did everything absolutely right from what I could tell. So, yeah, that's about it.
Trustee Kraft?
I wish we would have gotten our Snow Angel program up and running before the storm, but I think it gave us a good idea of what to expect and what to make sure we implement in our future. And we still have a couple things to work out in the kinks, but hopefully by next season we'll have that up and running and we can help out.
So just because we had questions the last meeting with somebody from your hydrant detail, we all clear on that? Is that group working? I know you asked a question at the pre-board. What was the response? Do you know if,
We're not sure. The program is in place. We're just not sure how many how many students are in the program and what hydrants were assigned.
Okay.
Right now, I have one of our assistant chiefs working with the school resource officer to try to figure that out.
SRO Husfeld, okay?
Yes.
Okay,
You're supposed to have a spreadsheet,
All
of
right.
having everybody registered on it, which would make it a lot easier. So,
go to the other side of the table, trustee Zimba,
Nothing this evening, Mayor.
okay, trustee Emmerich. Happy birthday.
Happy
thank you.
birthday.
Happy birthday, you feeding us all cake in there. What are you, 79 this year?
yeah, I wish.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you, Audrey, it really is, it's good to see you back here.
82,
82, nice,
so 81 to still today.
okay.
Thank you, though, very much.
Deputy Mayor Adolph?
Nothing from me, just, glad to see all departments collaborating and working together during, another snow event, so glad to be in this village.
Absolutely.
Village Administrator Gronkowski?
Nothing for me tonight.
Really? Okay, so leave it for me then. We have our new bee writer here today, Sean Birmingham. That's the fly on the wall that was in our pre-board meeting.
Right.
Sean, how'd you come about getting this job?
Yeah, so I was formerly with the Hamburg Sun, interning there, and found a few connections there, and sure enough, I found myself at the Williamsville Bee.
Okay, well, welcome. Very nice. All right, let me just get on the soapbox for just a minute here. These events like this with the snow put a lot of people, tax their jobs a little bit, tax the public, tax the, I'm talking about, not taxing, I'm talking about just the stress and the amount of work that has to go into it is enormous. And what I'm going to say is that we do our very best to get the information out as to whether or not there's a driving ban, whether or not the trash is going to be picked up, DPW information. We rely on social media, okay? You don't, some of the comments and questions and phone calls and emails from people that are just absolutely taking it to a different level. Trash pickup is not life-threatening, okay? And it can't become somebody's ignition point when it comes to trying to communicate with somebody here in the village. They all work hard, and nobody should have to feel like they have to listen to somebody using a bunch of swear words, just not being very pleasant on the other end. Yes, perhaps your trash got missed. We'll do our best to rectify that. If your tote gets run over by a DPW plow, call, we'll understand the problem, and we'll resolve the problem. It doesn't require 2 paragraphs with, 10, 12 different curse words in it. It's just not, it's not helpful. To understand how the trash thing works, you need to look at the schedule. The schedule has been posted on our Facebook page. I had it here someplace. And it's got all the streets on it, so you should be able to figure it out. You don't need to have a Facebook account in order to get the information, just access to the internet. Most cell phones today have that. If you don't have it for some reason, maybe a neighbor, maybe a family member can help you out with that. We will get the information out as soon as possible. Driving bans, most times the driving ban is instituted by the county. I think very little time is going to be something that the village is going to do because we sit in 2 towns, and trying to coordinate a driving ban in town Cheektowaga and town Lancaster is not very effective. I like to think that over the last 4 years, we've had great communication with the town of Cheektowaga, the town of Lancaster, the village of Lancaster. We've all tried to communicate whether or not we're lifting a ban, or if we have a ban, or if we're doing trash pickup, whatever it might be. And this couple of snowstorms, it worked out to be the same way. We had some great communication. We'll try and get the information out as best we can. Just take it down a notch when it comes to things like that. We all pay taxes. Everyone up here pays taxes. We all pay taxes to get our snow plowed, and we get the trash picked up and all of that. To the point of people with the sidewalks, yes, there's a lot of snow. And some are unable to get that done. Hopefully you help your neighbor out a little bit. I know Trustee Kraft's working on a snow angel thing. May not happen this year. It's a big project, but we'd like to see if we can help out those who can't. I don't think any of our employees deserve to be the butt of somebody's anger. So we try and take care of our own when it comes to the trash. Ken's assistant, Debbie, we have her as the focal point for, and Regina, focal point for anybody that has an issue with trash. We encourage you not to call Casella's service, which is out in, customer service out in Vermont. I mean, what does the people in Vermont know about the village of Depew? Nothing. But our local people will be glad to take that. We keep track of all the issues so that we have an understanding of what Casella is doing every week in our village. We think that's important. So I'll get off the soapbox. Just everybody, let's just try and, be compassionate a little bit here. Everybody's going through the same thing. Nobody's escaping anything. We're all dealing with the same issues. So that's all I've got. Okay? Anything else? Let's take it home. Who's up next?
Claims and accounts.
Claims and accounts.
Honorable Mayor, Board of Trustees, if we make the following motion to move for its adoption, that the claims and accounts have been audited by the Finance Committee and approved for payment as follows.
From the general fund, $303,131.74. 0 from community development, $59 from the sewer fund, 0 from capital projects, for a total of $303,190.74.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. And finally, the adjournment for tonight?
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting tonight at 7:38 p.m. with a moment of silence, remembering those in the local fire. Keep them in your thoughts, both from the firefighter side as well as the those being displaced from their residence.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. And the meeting's closed at 7:30.